Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kyle from Gourmet Prepping. Today I wanted to do a video not only on my EDC bag and its contents, but also on the bag itself. The reason it's taken me so long to get to this review is because I've gone through so many different I guess what would be permutations of I add this to the kit, I add that to the kit, subtract this, subtract that. It's been kind of a experiment so far, and this has kind of been what I've settled on. That bag is this Red Rock Red Rock Rover sling bag. So let me turn this camera around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so this is the bag itself. Like I said, this is the Red Rock Rover sling bag. I first got interested after watching Aaron's video on Gideon's Tactical. This bag was just absolutely perfect. I forget who I bought this from, but let's go through the bag. First off, you have back here, you have several D-rings as well as several molly points. The biggest thing I love about this is this ginormous buckle. You can switch it from left to right. There's also a waistband, which I don't have, I lost it, as well as there's a padded pouch with a pocket for concealed carry. On the front, you have more molly webbing, smaller pouch up here, and a larger pouch down here, with the Velcro for morale patches. So let's dive into this thing. Now in this front pocket here, I don't have anything, but this is just a small little front pocket. Then in this pocket here, I have my chargers, my Anchor battery, which that thing has turned out to be just absolutely wonderful. I also have this, which is a butane lighter, and that's what I keep in that first pouch. On this top pouch, I keep just my headlamp and, of course, my MP3 player. Now, on this left side, you have more molly and a D-ring. You have a padded handle up here, and then I added this little Condor, I believe it's 4x4 pouch, and in here I keep just my fire kit, my compass, and my paste beads. Now, if you don't know what paste beads are, just let me know and I can tell you. Okay, now let's dive in. Let me pull my med pouch off, and let's dive into the interior portion. Now, what I carry on the inside is I'm currently reviewing this Gerber Strong Arm. And I also made a ferro rod loop for it. Then I keep also in here, this, also from Condor, this EDC pouch. I've got my Bulldog, which is my nickname. I've got a pin from Hollow Point Designs. Nail clippers. Trust me, you'd be surprised how often you use those. My P38 can opener. My Light My Fire ferro rod. And then back here I have cotton bandana. You guys know what the uses for that are. And then here it has a little clear pouch, and this was actually separated, but I took the stitching out of that. And here I keep just a regular notebook. I plan to replace this with a Rat in the Rain notebook. And also this, which is what they call a credit card knife. Just basically folds up into a little knife. And that's what I keep in that. And it's got Molly points on here for attaching to the pack. Of course, it's got, get it open here. It's got this deal here for again, concealed carry, whatever you want to use it for. Currently, I just keep my reading material in here. Yes, I am a bit of a Star Wars nerd. Then, of course, you got, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you got a little Velcro pouch there, as well as a zipper pouch here. And I don't know if you guys can see that down in there, but there's a little drain hole, and that's basically the main portion of my bag. Okay, now before I move on to the medical pouch, excuse me, you'll notice the two things that I love about this. One, it's also got more webbing. I forgot to mention that, sorry. But the other thing is, without the medical pouch on here, you notice how it doesn't, if I take the patches off, doesn't look any sort of tactical, doesn't look any sort of, just looks like, I think they call it a man purse, something like that. As well as it's very lightweight. And the other thing, I run into the same problem that Aaron at Gideon's Tactical did, which is if I have a large coat on, this will not go over my shoulder. It just won't. And if I put it over one shoulder, it tends to slip off, just like the same problem he had. So let me move this out of the way and we'll get to the med pouch. Okay, this I know you guys have seen before. This is my med pouch, but there's a lot of different stuff in here. First off, on the outside, I added a roll of duct tape. As well as this NKDA patch. And if you don't know what that means, that stands for no known drug allergy. And that's very important. Most medical professionals will know exactly what that means, and that's very important to them, because that means they can treat you with anything they feel necessary, because they know you don't have any drug allergies. It's very important to know your medical history. Not just mostly for emergency purposes. Of course, I added the Red Cross pouch. Then in the back, I have these here, which are EMT shears that I got from MilSpecMonkey.com, excuse me. Okay, now, first off in here, I have my foil blanket, thing of rolled gauze. Never have too much of that. Now this is a personal choice of mine, but I have ibuprofen, Pepto-Bismol, melatonin, and acetaminophen, which is basically Tylenol. I've got Excedrin and Equate Arthritis, which I use a lot of Excedrin migraine. I've got my Band-Aids. In this deal here, I have my gloves. Also have antiseptic towelettes. This is a quick clotting sponge. Bandage scissors. And this one, I just keep bare aspirin. This was a brilliant idea from my friend Chris Tanner, and that is a little compact mirror. Not only can you use it for signaling, but you can also check yourself with it. See if you got a cut or something in your eye. Also have some sting relief. I might take this out for the winter time though. Just got a regular combat bandage. My Israeli bandage. And of course my cat tourniquet. Now this I've actually taken apart and refolded it so it's easy to access. And of course also have a marker. And on this side I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's two sets of gloves, and underneath there is cotton swabs. And this is the heart of a medical kit, and that is I have sutures with a needle, sterile surgical blade, triple antibiotic ointment, fingertip bandages, more antiseptic towelettes, hemostat. I got four of the hemostat gauze, and a lot of gauze pads. Alright guys, so that's my main kit. Now, like I said before in my previous medical video, I don't have a lot of medical training. All those items I know how to use, plus they're there for if a medical professional needs to treat me but they don't have their kit with them. So always make sure not only you know how to use your medical kit, but you have the training to use it, because that's the worst thing you can do, is try to help someone with stuff you don't know how to use. I'll get off of that. Anyway, the main thing is the EDC bag. The bag is wonderful, but like I said, it's very discreet. It's very it doesn't look very, what they call, tactical, as it were. It just looks like a normal sling bag, unless I throw that huge medical kit on it. Then it looks like I'm prepared for World War III. But like I said, it's you'll notice a lot of the stuff that was in my previous EDC video is not in there. That is because it's in my trunk kit. I realized that I don't need a lot of that stuff going back and forth to work every day. What I needed was just a simple little bag that I could carry just a few odds and ends back and forth to work, and that's what this does. So that's my review. I want to thank you guys for watching. I thank you guys for supporting my channel. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. On Facebook, it's Kyle Logan. Twitter and Instagram, it's Grandma Prepper. The links will be in the description box below. I want to thank Aaron from Gideon's Tactical for helping me make the decision to get this bag, for Hollow Point Designs, for that pen I use every day. And have a good afternoon.